Whoa, guys, have you seen this new, it's an AI chat assistant. It can literally, if you ask it to do anything, it will like literally do it for you.
What about doing us a grocery list for the week?
Grocery list, yeah. What, and like what, meat?
Yeah, just like a general groceries, like
yep.
my whole week.
Yep. What's this, ready?
Here are your results.
Oh
my god.
Pretty cool, right?
Oh, that's nuts.
Alright. You want to try something, Bradley?
Yeah, okay.
I'll tell you. What is it?
Explain quantum computing in simple terms.
And...
Here are your results.
Damn. That's sick.
You can understand that, right?
Yeah.
It's easy. It does everything. What else can we make it do?
Oh.
Tell me the exact strategy to make the best YouTube channel that has ever existed. You guys ready? This is our key. After this, our whole lives are going to change. I'm trying to think. You introed last time. I think you might have done. I could just intro it because I haven't introed in a while. I think.
Do it.
Yeah. All right. You might have to take your hood off too.
What?
Because you can't see you in that camera when you're looking at me.
It's so ugly. It's up. That's me turning to stone because I looked at you. I'm really flying shit on you all night tonight.
Oh, I'm too tired.
That's why I think I'm doing it.
Oh no. Alright, on that note. Hello everybody.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of For the Hype.
Ooh la la, for the hype.
For the Hype.
Today we're diving into the wondrous, dangerous, very interesting
Sexy.
world. Yeah, sexy as well. The world of AI, artificial intelligence, robots, Skynet, GLaDOS from Portal 2.
And you know, you say future sexy, right? But did you know at this moment in time, you can actually get an AI girlfriend?
Well, I was just about to say that. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, I can almost just like be the perfect boyfriend / husband for the rest of my life and not even do nothing, just program it to love me. And say, look, if you don't like it, I'll slap you around because I'm allowed to do it now because it's AI.
How do you slap around an AI?
Like, I'm sure we'll find a way. How do you fucking have sex with an AI? We're going to work it out somehow.
Well, that's what you do. You get a hyper-realistic, like, body robot, and then you just, like, download the AI into the robot, and then you just plow it.
You're too perfect.
Is that to you, to the AI, or is that the AI to you?
Well, I'm just perfect anyway, so if they call me perfect, I'm like, yeah, you're cool.
Wow.
But if, like,
Hashtag don't abuse robots.
Because, like, you can't be as perfect as me, and, like, it's perfect. I have to slap
Imagine an AI telling you you're perfect. You're like, well, yeah. So yeah, well, that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about that. So you know, guys, it's interesting talking about this though because like I think when we were talking about it last night, getting into it, we don't actually know a whole lot about it at this point in time for ourselves, right?
I'd probably say I have the most diverse knowledge of AI out of the three of us, but I still don't know jack shit.
Well, come on, educate us a little bit. Yeah. Give us, come on, Mr. Diversity, enlighten us. Like what? Give us a little spiel of AI and what it's doing right now.
Okay, well, AI, what it's doing right now is being revolutionized. It's evolving every day, basically, in many different fields. Not just the chat bots and all this other stuff we see. It's in video games, it's in medical practice, it's in building, it's in cars. Like Teslas, they have AI in their sensors to track what's going on around them. Yeah. And then
AI has technically been around for like the longest time. Like we've always kind of had AI to a degree, but I think only now.
The thing is, back in the day, AI was still programmed to be scripted to do something that's been taught, whereas AI now it's being taught to learn by itself.
Yeah, that's what it's been.
Which is machine learning as well. That's an interesting bit.
Us on a mass scale with ChatGPT. Well, before that, you had to really.
You had to actually be like in like a higher up of like a company or connected to even like look at AI. But now it's like, hey, I'm just gonna log into my phone and get it to make me a list for the week, a grocery list. Make me a grocery list that consists mostly of meat and this gram of fat and this many meals a day. Bam, done.
These are my exact body. This is my exact BMI. I need this sort of diet. This, that. Tell me.
Yeah.
And that's what
somebody to love me.
ChatGPT would probably give you a pretty vague answer on how to get someone to love you. It'd probably
I want ChatGPT to love me. Once a computer loves you, that's all that loves.
You should
they're going to cheat on you, so
You should watch Her.
Yeah. I think I fell asleep. I think I did.
You did. I watched that. You fell asleep, but I finished watching it. We were sleeping in the same bed.
I don't even. No context. No
context needed.
I don't even think I got 20 minutes into the movie, so I actually never even watched it because I was like, put it on. I was like, fuck, I'm tired. I don't even remember any of the movie at all, so I don't think I actually watched it. I just went straight to sleep.
No, well, it was pretty good.
Hello.
Check.
What?
Hello.
Okay,
Whoa.
Cool. Okay, and we're back. So, what are some applications of AI that are getting used nowadays that you guys know about, or you think it would be useful for? I'll give a little example, because one big conversation people are having right now, especially with like the writer strike happening and whatnot, is like AI being used for like movies and stuff like that. And now I'll say, like, first up, I don't think an AI is gonna be able to successfully write like a movie play. I reckon AI would be good for coming up with like an outline, a plot, characters and stuff like that. But when it comes,
basically does do that already. It's just not refined enough.
Well,
where
but even if
you still need the human touch to refine it, so it's actually good.
Exactly, because
AI will get to that point though.
Because
that's just how it learns.
But I mean, it could. But a lot of like stories and stuff are very people who write like movies and stories. They're putting their own perceptions, their own feelings, their own feel. And you can feel that when you watch a movie when someone puts their own likeness into it. Well, if you got an AI, it's just like, hey AI, make me a story and make it sad and make it funny and make it end in a plot twist. It's like, here you go.
It'd probably be the best movie we've ever watched.
We'll see. But besides like that way, I reckon AI will be good, and I hope they use it this way in doing like special effects and stuff like that in movies. Because I think because in a lot of recent movies, especially when they're like de-aging characters and stuff like that, it looks so shoddy, and it's like all like
it's pasted on.
It's all pasted on, and like when they do the special effects, they've literally got to go frame by frame, move this, move that, frame by frame, move this. But now AI, it's like, hey AI, I want to make this person's face go on that person's face, and it will calculate every single shot, every single scene, and do it for you in 10 seconds. So for me, that's where I hope they will utilize AI in movies, and not for the scripts. I hope.
That's fair.
For the next 5-10 years, then it will be for everything. We'll be watching your favorite YouTube people, but they're just AI'd it. You won't even be them.
Well, there's already like an app to scan your face, basically, and so basically, audience, the addicts, you get. My bad, we're not saying that yet, are we? Anyway.
Well, we haven't incorporated yet, so we won't know what to talk about. So I'll just cut around that. Start again.
He'll beep it out, but he won't really beep it out.
Yeah. No, I'll just cut it out completely.
So the thing with the face scanning technology and being able to put your face onto something else, that's being heavily used by video game developers using NVIDIA's new like RTX. It's called metahumans, and basically you scan a person's face for like a minute and a half. They say a couple phrases so you can get the motion of their face, and then it completely is just perfect. Even though the model doesn't look realistic, the actual animations and the wrinkles and the pores and the skin pulling and everything, it's unbelievably
Wow.
realistic. And that's what they're going to be using in video games rather than, let's say, motion capture. Because motion capture has taken leaps and bounds over the past 5-10 years or so. And you would have seen all these AAA games that got realistic faces and stuff. But this new wave of AI, once they can get the fidelity down to look just like or better than current AAA games, it'll look so close to real life you won't even figure it out.
Like, that's kind of scary at the same time because you gotta think as well. Like, if they can do that in games and in movies, eventually, they're going to be able to do things like, oh, look, here's a the president is addressing the country, but it's not actually the president. It's actually an AI of the president projected into they'll get like a hologram of the president AI,
like the Gorillaz concert.
Yeah, and project it onto there, so that way if someone tries to assassinate them, bullet will just pass through. They'll be like, haha, you missed. But yeah, AI. So what about you, Lee? You know any other AI stories or AI ways it's being used at the moment?
Just in everything, like facial recognition mainly at the moment. 'Cause we have a lot of cameras at work. But yeah, facial recognition is probably the most.
How does that work? So like, when it recognizes your face, like, does that go to like is that for employees or for customers too?
Everything. That's not just. I'm not just talking about.
It's literally
work. I'm just talking about in general face scanning. Technology.
Even the security cameras that are out in like the city and stuff, they probably use that too.
Oh yeah.
Newer ones.
Well, that's what
anyway.
they use in like China and stuff.
But
but they scan your face, but then they sync that up to your social credit score, and then you can't enter the store because you're too much of a delinquent. Your points are too low. You can't get a candy bar from the vending machine because AI told you that your points are too low. Like
I saw this clip the other day from a live streamer, Jake and Bake. He does IRL streams and he lives in Japan, and so. There was this person jaywalking, so walking without permission, and literally
well versed in jaywalking.
On the other side of this crosswalk is this it's like a panel with a screen on it, and it literally takes a photo of your face, displays you on it, so it can publicly shame you for jaywalking.
What?
Not charge you or anything for arrest, but just publicly shame you.
I mean,
and it reads your face and it knows when you're jaywalking.
England's another real bad one too. So sitting here, as soon as you walk outside of your apartment building, you're on camera until you walk.
It's literally.
Your apartment building.
Hey, Watch Dogs Legion didn't miss the mark too hard on that because it's literally everywhere. They're being surveilled 24/7.
Yeah.
The pigeons, man. Why doesn't anybody talk about the pigeons?
Hey, but you got to think that's the reason why we had COVID and lockdown, is so they could change all the batteries and all the pigeons outside. That was it.
Too tired.
Vekenda?
I think so.
Alicia Vekenda? Either way.
She just put her fucking human skin on and just went into life.
Exactly. Yep. We would never know.
I wonder if she'd kill another person though, because she locked in the other dude.
Only if it got in the way of her objective, maybe.
Yeah, true.
But
and that's the thing with AI. If you give it an objective, it's not going to stop.
Well, yeah.
It's going to try and get to that.
Yeah. So, while we're talking about that, let's top on that. What's because AI is pretty terrifying as well when you think about it. When you have like
Skynet.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got that the implication of what AI can be capable of has been feared for like decades amongst like civilizations.
What you said the other night, like you just think about Skynet every time you think about AI. Now I just think about Skynet.
No, I don't necessarily think about Skynet every time I think about AI. Like,
it's not necessarily going to be called Skynet. It's going to be called
Skynet,
No,
Ultron.
but I'm not
Johnny
necessarily
Depp in that one movie.
I'm not necessarily that skeptical about AI. Like I don't.
Transcendence.
I think it's more likely going to be a really, really good thing.
Well,
before it ever turns into a bad thing.
We'll be dead by then, so
that's exactly right.
Well, hey, maybe our consciousness maybe the AI will look through the deceased consciousness and find who's the most worthy of being reincarnated as an AI, and it'll just upload us. It'll come across our YouTube channel and be like,
because we're just so perfect.
Let's reincarnate these guys, and we'll come back in AI form, and then for the hype,
and then everyone in the world will be our little
unless I push the button
henchman.
to turn off all AI, then we're just dead.
What? Humans can
Because I've
survive.
got the human moral still in me, and we go upload. I'm like, no, I don't want to be AI. Fuck you. Bang. Game over.
You just commit.
Fuck
So
yeah.
you would just genocide
Yeah,
AI
So
kind.
I'd trick the AI to let me come back to life and be like, I don't want to be AI. I was already dead. I was good, mate. That's my life purpose.
Nah, I think I'm
Killer
fine
AI.
with the soul killer coming in. The AI neural network, basically. All of our consciousness.
Put like a chip in your head.
What about? Do you remember? I think you told me this, but do you remember? Some university or whoever whoever does all the research and stuff, they actually had like two different AIs, and they let them like communicate with each other, and within less than 5 minutes, they like made their own language.
Yeah,
and then
they
had,
literally had to turn them off because
yeah,
it was dangerous.
and for like a minute or something like that, these two AIs talk to each other about something that they didn't know, and it's like, what did they say?
Literally.
What would they?
I'm guessing they haven't decoded it either because that's crazy.
No. And you got to think as well, like AI, because AI works like what? Thousands, millions of times faster than the human mind. They could have had... It's them two talking to each other for like a minute is like two people sitting across each other for 100 years and just discussing everything. So,
Like,
what did...
I don't think people realize how crazy it is to invent a new language.
No. So, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that terrifies me of AI. Avatar, what, like the
they've
James
created
Cameron?
new language for the first
I do like it
and
when
they completely went away from it.
I do like it when media has like their own languages and stuff, like Klingon from Star Trek or the
Futurama?
Wookiee language and Futurama. Yep.
All created without AI. All done with just pure... But if they used AI, they would have had that language done in like a minute. Like, hey, AI, make me a new language. Bang, done.
Speaking of uses for AI, I think our next topic is going to be what we would potentially use AI for when it gets to like that ultimate pinnacle sort of thing.
When the world is just running...
Because we use it at the moment. We use it most of the time. We use it for meme stuff, which you'll see in like 10 minutes. And there's a lot of amazing things you can do with it right now. But there's that next step in getting it to the consumer where
like
it's not just a chatbot. It's not just passively
your fridge
doing
has AI.
things.
The vacuum has AI. The lights have AI.
Yeah,
the whole house is just...
It's not going to be just passive at some point. It's going to be in your face. You're going to be directly using AI for certain things in your day-to-day life.
Like, it'll be like a phone.
Like if everyone had, like in Detroit Become Human, people can buy their own AI robots to do bidding for them.
That's still probably 20 years away though.
Yeah, for sure.
But if AI helps make it, it could happen even sooner.
We still haven't gotten synthetic skin down yet.
What's your cord? Because you're holding on the...
Oh.
Yeah. So So what personal applications would you have for AI for yourself? Just say you wake up. What's it look like? Bradley wakes up in the morning. The AI opens the curtains like, "Morning, Bradley," or whatever your screen name is.
Just get
Red cherry.
it to call me whatever your Google Home is. It's not very good.
Personal application AI for you.
Yeah, I'd probably just use it to do everything for me around the house. Like, I'd want an actual AI companion because I definitely want to
Get a dog.
obviously be independent and whatever. I would still have a dog,
Yeah.
and I'd have the AI as well because it's something you can actually talk to. It's going to be at that point where it can actually have a conversation with you. It's going to learn your tastes, your interests, everything. It's just going to be an easy companion to talk to. It's going to do everything for me.
So
I'm going to treat it well, so it's going to like me.
you want a slave. You want a slave without the,
I want a slave.
the ethical dilemmas. Yeah, you're like, I want someone that I can just talk to whatever I want, say whatever I want to, does everything for me, knows my tastes and interests, but doesn't respond.
And let you slap
No, they respond.
And
they have to respond.
Well, yeah, they respond, but they don't respond with their own feelings. They respond with whatever you say.
No, they're learning what they're picking up what I'm putting down, but then they're putting their own spin on it. Maybe it's because I've whatever, and
Still sounds like slavery, but with less...
Because it can...
Less moral dilemmas.
Most AIs are hooked up to the internet, especially the ones that learn, like, that are machine learning and stuff like that. My AI would be connected to the internet, so I could actually have, like, different conversations with it.
Okay.
Not just so it can be a yes man. So it can be basically a real person, but I can still disregard it as a person.
It's getting too fucking back chatty. Just turn it over to yes man. Back chatty.
It'd be like in what is it in Interstellar? How like the TARDIS robot? He's like, my humor is set at 70. He's like, let's crank it down to 65. For me, I reckon same kind of deal. You know, AI. Obviously, have like an AI assistant or whatnot. But I reckon I would definitely use it for like my own like health and organization. You know, like especially if like depending like if I'm working and I'm busy, you know, and you gotta have meetings and you gotta eat and you gotta go to the gym and you gotta eat the right thing. I could literally, you know, and I sort of have tried it with ChatGPT and it actually does it all right. But it's like, okay, you know, like I've got work at this time throughout the week. I've got to go to the gym 3 or 4 times and I've got to eat this much with this, you know, this much like ingredients and stuff. Go. And then it can just lay out a whole schedule for the week. Like, this is what your week looks like. Bang, bang. And then you can just follow it to the T. And then like maybe it'll give you a little reminder on your phone. Be like, oh, you got to, you know, go here or do this. You got to eat now, you know? Like, that would be perfect. Just a machine. Just tell me how to live most efficiently so I could just be like healthy and I don't have to think. I can just be like, sorry, I can't do that at this point in time.
You become the machine.
To be perfect without thinking.
So,
Me.
This joke's gonna die at some point.
it already has.
Yeah, then that's
The joke died when we turned Lee into a literal god. I mean, when Lee just manifested into a literal god. We don't know what we're talking about.
And then I left because they got too many problems.
They watched it. They seen it.
Well,
I hope so. You better have watched
But
it.
I'm telling them why I left. It wasn't just one problem. I'm just telling you got too many problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was very semantics. That had a lot of semantics to it.
Well, I just thought it was because he was a god and he was just done.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Now
What
that's
about
a
you?
Homelander line.
Wow. AI. Lee, AI. How would you
I was
utilize
pretty
it?
much going to say a slave, but Brady already went there, so...
Well, like
I don't
Scott
know.
basically said the same answer as
Well,
well.
mine was more of like an...
Yours is like a personal trainer, nutritionist assistant.
Yeah.
Mine's just doing everything.
Hey,
as
mine's
well.
not mine. At least mine's got a purpose. Not just like it's not like hey, just do everything. It's like hey, just do.
Yeah, it has a purpose. Make
you know-
sure I live.
So these slave-like AI things, will they wipe my ass for me? Because
I mean-
then I'm living.
Your
You know
toilet
what?
will
You know
have
what?
its own. You'll
You-
have like an AI bidet.
Yeah, you won't even have toilet paper. You'll have an AI that can like use AI to it can put the percentage of how much you need your asshole clean, and then it will pinpoint exactly the right spot it can go to get the most efficient amount of cleanliness, and it will just like scan, prepare 3, 2, pew, and it will just squirt
it'll
directly
just-
on your
yeah,
freckle
then-
every
I
single
was about
time.
to say it'll
About
just laser off all
a
the
year
fecal
into
matter.
this technology, next minute there's a fucking AI leak and everybody's buttholes on the internet.
Hey, I mean,
Literally everybody.
Everyone's buttholes basically is on the internet already. Let's be
Well,
real.
not us guys, because we don't put our asses as buttholes on the
What?
internet.
No, it's
Maybe
good.
our
No one wants to
butts.
see it. Let us know in the comments if you want to see our buttholes.
Mine's pretty hairy.
Yeah.
Well, not my actual butthole, but like,
Yeah.
you know, the
'Cause, you know-
surrounding area.
You don't have to elaborate.
We're like 30 minutes in the episode. Is people still watch this far in?
Yeah.
I know I've got a hairy ass then.
That's fair. Cool. So,
Hey, you're hairy too, it's just blonde.
yeah, but I'm not actually down there. It actually gets a bit darker, especially around the nether regions.
okay.
Hey, he's the one that's put details
It's
in.
almost
Yeah, I
ginger
know,
or
but
what?
we get it,
It's almost
boys.
gingery.
No, it's only ginger like on my chin. It puts away. The further down you go, the darker it gets. Anyway,
I'm about to walk off the set. We've gotten so far off the
no,
topic.
we're still on topic. We're still on topic. We basically established that, well, AI is going to be our own
slave.
personal slaves.
Well, yeah.
To a degree. But then,
Slash assistant,
but-
depending what works better.
if AI is going to get more advanced and we're going to use it as like slaves, then are movies like Terminator and iRobot and all that, could they come into fruition?
Well, they do say sci-fi is like 20 to 30 years in front of where we actually are in technology or what's going to happen. And you look at a lot of AI movies, like sci-fi movies, a lot of them have, to
Yeah.
a certain degree, have some sort of not necessarily realism, but like the idea.
Yeah.
is
Well,
already-
the thing, 2001: A Space Odyssey, that's considered sci-fi, and then that's literally
Yeah,
the
that-
first
they were talking
the
about
first
that
look
on
we
the
ever.
radio tonight. Actually, that movie. They were literally talking about AI on the radio when I was driving around before. It was crazy. It was a bit of me. I was like, we're literally going to talk about this tonight, and they were talking about Space Odyssey
They
and
know.
all that sort of shit.
They know.
That's what I was saying. Like movies
I've got
from back in the day. That was
I'm sorry, Scott.
1968.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
do what?
That's a Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
let
I
him
know,
back
but
inside.
I'm trying to see. He's in character. I'm trying to see, like, do
Oh.
what? What am I doing?
Nothing. You just can't do nothing.
This kind of
Beep, beep, beep. Alright. Scott's no longer on the podcast. What's our next thing? What are we talking about next?
Can I do something?
Well, no, we haven't
The AI's
switched
got
on
to,
yet.
well, AI's got to tell me to do something.
No, we're
Activate.
pretty happy.
Okay,
yeah.
what are we doing? All right, we're back.
Talking again, Bradley.
All right, we're back. What have I
Anything,
missed?
eh?
I didn't miss anything. All right. So this next part, we're gonna have a little fun with the AI right now. So as Bradley mentioned before, we basically just use the AI for just like
Memes.
meme stuff. You know, there was a good stage there. Especially me and you, Bradley. We're like. We'd come up. We'd be writing like stories and songs. We're like, let's get this character and put him in this scenario, and then get them to write a song about this, and then it just comes up with something, even if it's not like good. It's still there. You know what I mean?
We put Sora from Kingdom Hearts, literally a Disney game, into the world of Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
and he does meth.
Yeah, literally. Sora literally did meth. And literally, as Sora took a puff off the blue crystals, he had felt euphoria that he never felt before. He's like, "Wow!" And then the Heartless showed up, and he like took him out. And Jesse Pinkman standing there like, "Yo, bro, this guy's insane." You know?
No wonder he's seen the bad monsters and he's smoking crack.
Yeah, I know. Sora's probably just literally in the car park like, yeah, to like nothing, just get me straight.
The Keyblade, the Keyblade's literally the meth pipe.
Keyblade meth pipe. Oh my god, I love it. I almost want one. Not for the meth though, just for the Keyblade.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do now, live on the show, we're gonna give it a prompt and we're gonna make a song right here, right now for ChatGPT, and we're gonna like perform it.
Well, they're gonna perform. I'm gonna watch them.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't
So
a singer.
let's get ChatGPT up.
Neither are we.
Alrighty, guys. So we go right here. We're gonna write a song for you right here, right now, and ChatGPT, but you know, mostly us.
You haven't told them what you've.
Yeah, yep. So what I've got here, I've got the prompt. It goes, write me a song about three white dudes, that's us, named Scott, Lee, and Bradley, doing a podcast. The fans are addicted to the podcast, that we know you are. Thank you very much for being addicted. Addicted to the podcast called For the Hype, talking about themselves and spreading positivity throughout the world. All right, let's see what comes up. All right, Bradley, how about I'll do the first verse and chorus, then you do the next verse and chorus, and then we can just bring it in at the end. All right, here we go. All righty, here we go, guys. World premiere.
Live jam session.
Yeah, I've wrote a bit actually. All right, let's go. All right, we're just gonna sing this. In the world of podcasts, there's a show that's renowned. Three white dudes named Scott, Lee, and Bradley. They're renowned.
Oh my god, it rhymed itself.
Okay, it already rhymed.
dude.
Renowned. They gather around the mics, bring energy and sound, talking about themselves, lifting spirits off the ground. And then the chorus. For the Hype, it's the podcast we adore, with fans addicted, always coming back for more.
More.
Spreading positivity through the airways it soars. For the Hype, let's unite and explore. All right.
Nice.
All right, you go take the next one, Bradley. What do you?
Okay.
Let's.
This second verse sounds like a rap. Okay, it's like, Scott's the witty one, his humor never ends. Lee brings the knowledge, his wisdom transcends. Bradley's the heart, spreading love around. Together they create a vibe that's just so profound.
That's actually a pretty accurate description.
Fans tune in, eager to hear their voices ring from all walks of life. A community they bring. For the Hype, it's more than just a catchy thing, a movement of positivity that makes our hearts sing. And then, how'd the chorus go again? For the Hype, it's the podcast we adore, with fans addicted, always coming back for more. Spreading positivity through the airwaves that soars. For the Hype, let's unite and explore.
What we got there? The bridge? Okay. Bridge, here we go, bridge. Through the wavelengths, the voices spread like fire, touching lives, inspiring dreams to go higher. A space of connection where we're all welcome to aspire. For the hype, we raise our voices, soaring even higher. Right, rhyming higher and higher again. Nice. All right, and then verse 3, ready? Scott, Lee, and Bradley, they share their tales, talking about themselves, lifting up without fail. Fans join the journey, leaving trails of positivity. For the hype, a legacy of love and authenticity. Damn, that was bars. And then, chorus. Let's get both of this, my brother. Ready? The chorus, ready? For the hype is the podcast we adore. With fans addicted, we're coming back for more. Spreading positivity through the airwaves it soars. For the hype, let's unite and explore. All right, and then the outro. All right, Lee, you do the outro.
Do you want to just like speak the outro?
Yeah, just speak the outro, Lee. Right? Yeah.
This would be here?
Yeah,
Yep.
the very last
So
bit.
join the movement. Let your voice be heard. For the hype, let's spread the positivity with every word. Scott, Bradley, and Lee, a podcast that's treasured. For the hype, together make this world better.
Damn! You know what?
True.
Yeah,
It's spitting facts right
I'm
now.
saving that. Wow, that could be a new theme song. Just that whole clip. Just that whole clip is our theme song now. Just for that, yeah. But you know what? I actually liked that. I actually like that a bit.
Yeah, even though it rhymed multiple words
higher
with
and
themselves.
higher.
You could change
Renowned and renowned.
Well, that's exactly it. Like you use AI as a
This
like
is
a
this
base.
is where AI's barrier is at
and
the
then you get
moment.
the human element and go, all right, let's change to this and that. I did like the part when they said like
Oh,
when they like
my chorus?
described us.
Yeah.
Actually, that was pretty good. Like you got the wits, you got the wisdom, and you got like the heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Instead of have heart.
Actually, we'll have all three as well, but we won't.
Yeah, we get Lee.
Yeah.
You said like 5 times already, and we did a whole skit about it. I'm pretty sure this way. We're sick of hearing. I'm pretty sure Owen's gonna hit sick of hearing it soon.
But I don't care about them.
I know. Well, but you know what? I care about them, especially when they watch
You.
our episodes all the way through to the end.
And especially you specifically,
You watching at home, not the other.
Nobody else,
You.
just you.
I just pointed out all 50 of yours.
Yeah, all 50. But yeah, I think that's a good place to cap off the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some fun with AI. We've talked about the dangers and the potential and the utilities, and like I'm both excited and terrified.
I just hope AI takes over when I'm like 80 plus, because then I really don't care. It's like, cool, kill me now, because then I've got my benefit out of AI. It's like in 10 years' time, it'll be pretty sad, because like, I don't want to be 40 and the world to be ending, you know?
But what if the AI could like take a liking to us? You know, it watches our podcast and goes,
What
You
keeps
guys.
us around just feels like it's
"Yeah,
Jetstar.
we'll be for." Well, you know what? AI will doom us. We'll have to make For the Hype podcast for the rest of our lives to the end of time. Otherwise, they will come for us. They will end us if we don't have a purpose in the world. That's how AI works.
Well,
You
I
go-
mean, that's the thing. If we ever get sick of it, we can just say see ya and then die.
Yeah, well, okay. Guys, this is going to be our last podcast episode. We're just going to end now. AI comes in, vaporizes us.
Let me be clear.
I turn into God. Start floating up.
You get raptured.
No, he's got to rapture us.
I'm not going to save you cunts.
Well, we're going to be dead, aren't we? Anyway, we're getting lost. Anyway, let's end the episode there.
See ya.
Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and send us an email, somebody.
Yeah, send us a fucking email.
We want
What the
an email.
fuck, man?
We wanna hear
It's
your
in every
stories.
single one of our videos.
We want to hear your stories because we want to start responding.
Tell us about how you've used AI in the past, however long, last year or two.
Or use AI to write us a comment. I don't know. Think of something.
Yeah.
Or just tell us a really fucked up story. You want to be anonymous? We don't mind either. We'll talk about it.
Any of it.
Either way, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Here are your results.
Here are your results. Here are your results. Here are your results. Here are your results. It's not coming. It's already here.